Welcome back to the Pantera podcast. I mean,
Pantera official.
the real podcast name is Bad Ideas Executed Poorly with your hosts, Vanessa, America, from New York City.
And John from Willingboro, New Jersey.
John, I want to hear your take on noise because I think I'm one of the few grinders that actually despises noise aside from Man is a Bastard. It's the only fucking redeemable noise out there. And please just explain.
You are asking the wrong guy for a defense of noise. So, pertinent to this, I happened to recently respin the Endless Blockade's second LP, Primitive.
I own it. It's great.
Okay.
2008 as well, by the way. Great year for music.
Okay, so when I first got that record, I was so disappointed at the presence of noise on it that I had not listened to it maybe more than twice in the last 10 years. And listening to it this week, I feel like is just a testament to how little I like noise, because there's not that much on that record at all. There's legitimately 3 songs that have any, and one of them just kind of comes in at the end and you could just shut it off at that point.
Yeah, it's palatable. I can deal with it. That's
right.
How little amount of noise it has.
Right. It's that. So that just, I think if anything, speaks to the fact that I'm just all right, you just heard Man is the Bastard do this. You like that band. You thought I could do this, and then you did it. The reason I'll give Man is the Bastard a pass is obviously they were probably, well, not probably, they were obviously the first people to try and while they were also recreating everything else about punk music, they were working that aspect in as well. So I feel like the fact that it was uncharted territory at the time, at least to my potentially limited knowledge, if they were aping anyone else in the punk world who was incorporating those types of things, I doubt it. But they were at least the first people doing it.
Yeah, but I feel like there's a lot of stuff that the forefathers did that people actually created better versions of later.
Yeah, but they were also actually actively building their own electronics and stuff, which I feel like adds another level of it. I feel like if you're just some dude with a lot of money and just buying a bunch of stuff and that other people are making to make noise, that's maybe less cool.
But there's still a lot of noise projects that make their own stuff and it still sounds like garbage.
But what's the quality barometer?
That's what I'm asking you.
I don't have the answer.
Well, who can we bring in as a special guest for a noise enthusiast? Who actually likes noise and actually likes other good grind and power violence? Other than Eric Wood.
Monica. I don't know how much noise Monica listens to anymore, but at first, when we before we first started dating, that was a thing I used to tease her about.
Really?
Was, the fact that she actively liked noise.
This is kind of shocking to me. I didn't know this.
Yeah.
We may have to bring her in.
She won't come down here to talk on this.
Wow. Well, that would be fitting for noise enthusiasts. They won't talk about the art.
There we go. But that's I don't know how much she actively listens to it now. I'm never upstairs and hearing coming through the floorboards. So I don't know.
Is that the hairdryer? I don't know. 'Cause that's what it sounds like to me. Honestly, when a noise person sets up at a show, I'm okay, this is where I go and get a beer. I'm out. It's bad. It's such trash.
I feel like if there was ever a point where it was completely unacceptable and actively nobody enjoyed it, I would be all right, that's cool. You're literally just doing this to piss people off. But the idea of a bunch of dudes silently watching some guy kind of twiddle some knobs and maybe look angry, maybe not.
But there's like so many fucking noise shows. Like in New York, there's just shows that are just noise and like they sell out. Like people go, and I'm not talking about like large venues. I'm talking about these like DIY spaces that I book shows at that 6 people go to.
Right.
And then 50 people go to the noise show. And I'm like, what? This is a knob and a twist and like a slide. No.
Again, I don't get it. I can watch Bastard Noise live because it's wood. And also there's an element there of like, everything he does seems to be kind of like reverb, so it kind of sounds like if sound could exist in the vacuum of space and you were like projectiled from Earth through space, maybe these are the things you would hear, and that's kind of cool to me.
That's kind of beautiful.
Right. That's what I mean. That's what I hear with him.
Yeah, I mean, he is like definitely the exception to my rule, although I did fall asleep at a Bastard Noise show once. But that's kind of beautiful too.
Right. There's a calm about you.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a lullaby, but not always. Like usually, right. I'm having a great time.
Yeah.
I mean, I was having a great time sleeping as well, but.
But yeah, no, I staunchly in camp like just pick up a fucking guitar and play it poorly, dude. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised. I thought you were more of a noise guy.
No. All right. So.
Why do you get that reputation?
Because I like noise core.
Okay, explain that. What's the fucking difference?
Because they fucking picked up drumsticks. Like, literally, like...
Oh, so they added an instrument?
Yes!
So now it's okay?
Blast beats are, like, just, you give some, like, cretin fucking drumsticks and, like, a snare and, like, a hi-hat and nothing else. And I'm like, okay, cool, now I'm on board with this.
Okay, but what bands are actually good for noisecore?
Fucking Crowd Surfers Must Die is amazing.
I'm not familiar.
Okay, well, it's, like... some dudes from Europe somewhere, I forget. I think they're from the Netherlands.
We can play them a little bit on this like, for sample.
They do like everything's again like Bastard Noise, just like drenched in reverb, so it all sounds like outer space, and it's all like sci-fi themed. There's like a dude playing theremin.
I'm yawning. Like I'm literally yawning. I can't. I'm just so. This is so boring.
Whatever.
There's a guy playing theremin.
There's a guy playing
really? Like
yeah.
Blackheart Procession over here, but in fucking grind.
Yeah.
Great.
It's fucking cool. 7 minutes of nausea are fucking great.
Oh, I thought you were talking about a 7-minute song. I'm like, I'm already bored. No. 7 minutes of nausea. Don't know them. Apparently, I don't know anything about noisecore.
Yeah. Discharge.
Okay.
Anything that's got like 1,000 songs on a 7-inch is A-okay.
I saw Discharge live, and I saw them literally go on stage, wreck a bunch of gear, and then leave, and that was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was no music.
Yeah. Final Exit. They're fucking awesome.
Okay, I have some Final Exit records.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're usually all in the dollar bin, so I'm there to pick them up.
Which is, there's like a, if you were to like chart out the prices of like noisecore records, they're either like dollar or expensive, and there's nothing in between.
Right.
There's like no mid-price noisecore records.
All right. I can get behind that.
Yeah.
So tell us about your noisecore projects.
Ben and I have done John Stomper, aka Ben is the Bastard, since we were young enough to think that was a funny name. It's always been me on bass and him on drums, and
you sing in that.
Yeah,
a little bit.
It's just me making nonsense into a microphone.
Yes.
But you know, like certain times, like you'll see, like, you know, like, oh, it'll be like, you know, Senseless Apocalypse, 181 songs, and it's like 181 untitled tracks, and we always wanted to like make dumb names for them, so like we started by just doing like really just sloppy, like they were more songs, they were probably like 15 to 30 second songs, and they would just be like something, you know, some sort of dumb inside joke or whatever. And then we were
I feel like that's most of your music with Ben. It's just dumb inside jokes.
Well, that's everything with me and Ben.
Yeah.
It's like fucking 15 years of just dumb inside jokes.
Right.
But we after like 3 recordings like that, we were like, oh, we're going to do a 200 song demo. And so we did that. So we had to write 200 fucking joke titles.
Oh my gosh.
So we did that. And then from there, we've never done like another like enormous release of, enormous number of songs on a release. And the last few times that we've done stuff live, we've like, it's turned into like a comedy act at this point. Like the last 2 times we did something, we did a battle set with a stand-up
Comedian.
Yeah, stand-up comedian, which must have been horrible for him. It was great for us. And the last February, we played a show in Baltimore and for Clint's birthday, and because Clint's like the only person who thinks this is as funny as we do. Where
I watched the video. I thought it was good.
Yeah, we did a like get rich quick through noisecore sales pitch to the crowd, and we pulled up insider secret. We pulled up the members of Durian, the other 2, and so it was not strangers out of the audience. For those of you who have watched the YouTube clip, but yeah, so it's just dumb. Like there are people who like would take it more seriously than we do. Like obviously like 7 minutes of nausea was not a total joke to them. Those were like literal just angry people making noise.
But are you sure?
I feel like it probably was.
Maybe people feel like that about your music, that it's serious.
I doubt anyone takes John Stopper seriously. I mean, you can't even get through the name.
That's true.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's dumb, but it's a lot of fun. And it's just like something to do like while you're waiting for the other members to show up for band practice.
Yeah, there you go.
can just like record it on your phone and then just put it out as a release.
How many shows have you played?
We've done like on average like 1 a year, because there have been a few where we haven't done one, and there have been a few where we've done like 2 in a year.
And it's mostly just like filler, or someone drops off and you have to play.
Yeah. Anytime we've played more than once in a year, it's because somebody dropped off of a show and asked us to play, which was probably just a bad idea on whoever was putting that show's together part, to just not have it end quicker.